嘛，停这个台跟球进啊！我们不认啊！
哎，往里走，往里走，走。好。不要
警察大人了！警察大人了！警察大人了！警察大人了！警察大人了！
哎，他来多久了？这事实。
有这个作用啊！大家都挣的钱不过去了，哪能在一起？我没法走路，没法下车，全是人，全是人，我们都是一个飞机上的，有没有人管我们？
你是我一生一算是你。
你是不是大使馆打电话？大使馆，你是不是大使馆打电话？你听见了吗？
同志，冷静一下，冷静一下啊！
昨天那小伙子就在这个竹林里面，我给大家看一下啊，对，就这种竹林。昨天晚上来的时候，他就在这里面住着呢。这里面潮得很啊，大冬天的。哦，找到一个，我来看看。这里有一个被子，这边好像还有。哎，这马上下雨了，不知道他们这晚上要怎么办。这里还有一个，有一个还在这里睡觉，应该就是昨天晚上看到的那个小伙子。这马上就要下雨了，这一下雨就会更惨。唉，太难了。
协和医院的发热门诊啊，你们自己看下子排几轮，你默默的跑的，你默默的跑，千万默默的跑，排几十米以上的。
听到没？这些都是冰雹化掉的，看到没？
就是靠近丽江茶路的。
你给我个立案也行嘛，或者不立案也行嘛。你给我一个。
举个但是当事人有没有那么个负面的指标？ 然后有些是他从你们这里买过来，他拿进去没用，他不让你烧，这不是我们单位买的，他还有发票的，有单子的，你们不会哪里买的，他知道，一定要我们单位买的补货的才让你烧。你如果不买也要买，那买的最便宜的。但是有些他自己非要自己带的嘛，他有些自己有自己说法。自己带他就不给你烧了，你自己带你自己带，我不给你烧，不给烧那怎么办？不给你烧嘛就不给烧，所以一定要别的地方烧。所以说一定要到我们单位买那个骨灰盒才会帮你烧，就这样。你如果嫌贵没关系，最便宜的200块一个，你把它扔掉也行，反正一定要我们单位的骨灰。这样。
2020年3月23號3點20分金塘村負債3.17億所有村民召集東環街金塘村領導，村民集體維權還我血汗相信政府你哋，所以。
Britain's Prince Charles tests positive for coronavirus. In a statement, the Clarence House says, quote, he has been displaying mild symptoms, but otherwise remains in good health and has been working from home throughout the last few days as usual.
At last, we have a deal. After days of intense discussions, the Senate has reached a bipartisan agreement on a historic relief package for this pandemic.
China reports a 21 million drop in mobile users for the past 3 months. Could CCP virus casualties be one of the causes?
I speculate hundreds of thousands or perhaps 1 million Chinese people have died from the CCP virus.
In just 48 hours, Australia has destroyed more jobs more quickly than at any other time in its history.
Until the start of this week, 12 million Australians had jobs. Already this week, 1 million of them have lost it.
Westpac predicts the budget will fall from balance to $160 billion in the red, and total government debt will soar to over $800 billion. No one is quibbling about the cash.
With tensions escalating between the U.S. and China as the blame game unfolds on the origins of the virus. Rich Edson following that story, or at least a part of it, from the State Department for us this morning. Hey, Rich.
Hey, good morning, Sandra and Ed. And State Department officials say they are working to push on Chinese disinformation from the Chinese government on this virus. Some officials within that government have pushed conspiracy theories, like the U.S. military is responsible for originally bringing this virus to Wuhan. President Trump says the real story is already out there, so he may stop calling this the Chinese virus.
What kind of a thing is that? And that was their paper. That was a paper that's an organ for pretty much the top people. And I didn't like that. So I think, look, everyone knows it came out of China, but I decided we shouldn't make any more of a big deal out of it.
Now, on the U.S., China's foreign ministry says, quote, confounding public opinion, deflecting responsibilities, and shouting Chinese virus or Wuhan virus will not help with their own or the international efforts against the pandemic. The top priority for the U.S. should be focusing on putting their own house in order. Though there has been some rare public disagreement between Chinese government officials. China's ambassador to the U.S. reaffirmed that it is crazy to spread rumors about the coronavirus originating from a U.S. military lab. The State Department keyed in on that, saying, quote, we welcome Ambassador Qi's comments calling the Chinese Foreign Ministry's statement a crazy thing that blamed the U.S. Army for the coronavirus outbreak in Wuhan. Saving lives is more important than saving face. Now, the Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo, has talked about this over the last couple of weeks. We're going to hear from him in about an hour here for another press conference where we expect him again to talk about this disinformation around the world. Back to you, Sandra.
We will be on the lookout for that. Rich Edson at the State Department. Thank you.
We've been listening to Pandemic starting in January in Hubei and Wuhan. We're going to have a lot more about the CCP virus tomorrow and later in the week. Now we're going to start going on offense about what the Chinese Communist Party, not the Chinese people are among the most decent, hardworking folks on earth. Old 100 names is what they're called. I think there's roughly 100 surnames in the Chinese language. Roughly, it's kind of a rule of thumb. They call the working class their old 100 names, and they have this kind of wisdom and all these sayings. They say that old 100 names start. They're the deplorables, just fantastic people, and they are ruled by a group of gangsters, right? And these criminals, and that's what they are, criminals. Have visited upon the world, and I'm not saying they made it in a P4 lab in Wuhan. We don't know any of that. That's what Senator Cotton's correct. It's incumbent upon them to give this information up and to show the world that it did come from from some sort of animal to human transmission. And this shows out that the hero doctors in Wuhan were on their WeChat. All these 8 doctors who had graduated from medical school in different parts. Some were surgeons, some were neurosurgeons, some were neonatal. One was an ophthalmologist who was the great hero, Dr. Lee, who started talking about it around Christmas of 2019. That's why it's called COVID-19 or CCP virus 19. Because this was in 2019 that this thing came up. And
there's a big tell in that, too. For example, you bring up Wuhan. Wuhan just allowed, remember we had those 300 million workers that had gone home for the holidays? Wuhan is just allowing, as of today, those people who came back home to Wuhan to go back to their places of work. So this idea that China is back to work 100% is just nonsense. Another thing that
they have opened it up, these are guys that they've opened it up at the tip of a bayonet to get those factories up and running.
Right, and this is another tell about how China screwed the world by not telling us about it. Bill Gates, who's a very rational guy, whether you agree with him or not, he just came out today and said, look, we got 10, 12 weeks ahead of us, and the reason why we have to do these draconian measures is because we should have done it in early January. Well, how would we have known in early January to do it?
所有共产党的9000万党员，你会遇到以下的4个核心问题。第一个问题，你的工资会发挥了大问题。第二，发了工资，你的钱已经被通胀了，兑水了。一条鱼放到锅里，放了3勺水炖出叫鱼汤。一条鱼放到锅里边，我给你再大一点鱼，放100勺水的时候炖出不叫鱼汤。啊，那就是叫水汤，那叫泔水，你还喝得了吗？共产党给你发的工资，你是大街买鸡蛋、买土豆、买芹菜，买2两肉你都买不起。过去买肉你是论块买，跟回到35年前论两买。我那时候我娘一买就是叫我爹，哎，买2两肉回来，啊，买肥的，为什么把2两肉买回来，烙那个锅，沾点油，把油捞出炒点菜，油脂了还可以做菜，论两卖。啊，现在又要回到去论两卖了。第3个，共产党员你要记住，从现在开始起，共产党用死你，累死你，啊，病死你， 然后呢，让你全家都是这样。为什么？他大量的讲党性、奉献啊、组织纪律，就把9000万党员当成了什么？各个皇帝死之前、上吊之前或被杀之前，在紫禁城外边挡住自己的卫队，去杀呀，冲啊！你们就是那9000万党员，就那些傻叉，啊，给你讲纪律，现在也给你讲纪律了啊！他的孩子在哪儿呢？所有的中南坑的孩子、政治局的孩子全在国外呢，大量的钱。新西兰，很多人告诉我说，他们现在调查新西兰最起码300个共产党的中央委员、政治委员家人全在新西兰。啊，我跟美国的很多官员都已经确认过，他们说可能比这还多，都去新西兰，还有加拿大。所以说，党员们让你家人上，让你讲纪律，让你冲上去，让你到前线去。现在感染最多是什么？所有的 ICU 病房，所有医院里边躺着的，我告诉你，就2种人：医生、护士、警察和共产党员。报应快不快呀？不到40天就来了。大家现在记住我说的话，现在共产党的病房里 ICU 里躺的最多的是傻护士、傻医生和傻共产党员、傻警察。走着看。最后一条，第4条，战友们，共产党员你将成为第1个牺牲品，包括你家人。接下来复兴郭宝昌生产的鹿葵给你药吃。我头2天我给战友发动，谁能买到药？很多人啪啪给回复，好多人都是买到100盒、1000盒、5000盒、1万盒，我们得到了一个准确的信息，这是有计划、有组织的。这个氯喹就是那个人尸丸，让你共产党员都染上病啊！辽宁检察院的沈阳检察院的还有这个。什么北京什么法院的公安上的人都让你染上，给你忽悠，你都染上。你染上以后，你求谁呀？你找不着药啊，这药哪来呀？氯喹呀，是吧？共产党组织给你啊，你吃吧，只要你染上病，吃上药你救过来。感谢组织，感谢党，感谢王岐山，感谢你的擀面杖子，感谢孟建柱，感谢孙立军。感谢完以后怎么着？感谢完怎么着？你活着吃药，吃药什么？奉献。人尸丸这个词儿，文贵说出以后，现在在中国100%的正在上演。这4个结果，共产党员你将成为最后的一块被烧掉那块肉。